So, hello everyone, welcome to today's watch review. Hope you're having a great day. We will watch review this player code we copy. In-game name Pawpaw, platform PC, map Runa Zapi, hero Mercy, a Mercy watch review. Rank, I'm normally gold 1 to plat 4. But this is a very old account that was unluckily being placed at Platinum 2. This season it got immediately pushed to Platinum 1, so it is ranked Platinum 1 and lobby is Platinum 1 to 2. Yeah, especially Mercy is really stable in keeping the same rank in the bad. So whatever rank you get, you kind of can't stay there forever. This game is a loss, though I don't think it's wholly my fault. I probably didn't do enough either. A team was always spreading out and it felt hard to support them while avoiding flying out in the open too much. Would be great if someone can take a look at my gameplay. This account got into a strange situation, but it's nice to get a chance to learn. Okay, I will review this game now on stream. I post the highlight link later. Twitch video, ingame, that is me. Okay, Mercy, what do we expect from a Mercy? Mostly great overview over the fight and over the enemies. We expect to support aggression or deny the enemy's aggression. We want to see some form of ability and ult tracking because Mercy's main skill she can develop above others is overview of stuff.
Ready for battle.
Pawpaw. Let's not review the wrong Mercy by accident. So, and I have to say, if you want to climb and support, Mercy is actually a really tough pick. Like, there are very prominent streamers that try to one-trick Mercy and get a good rank and so on. They are stuck in Diamond. And they can reach Grandmaster 1, typically. So, Mercy is a little bit hard for skill expression. So, once I get started, for every Mercy player, this is not specifically here because this map doesn't allow it. If you are playing on a map where the border of the spawn is at the door, so the yellow line is right here at the front door, switch to Juno, give your team speed boost, put a speed ring, then switch to Mercy and fly behind them. Free speed for your team. It also works with Lucio. Even if you're one-tricking a Mercy, switch to a speed type character. Also, you can also do it on Kiriko. Does fly OTP is the same. Because right now, okay, we are always triggering behind cover without zero information. Like, what are we hiding from? We do not know. What you need to do first, it's a watch review totals. What we need to do first is scout what the enemies are doing. So get some movement, get some skill, use your teammates rolling around the corner to scout if you see any enemies doing whatever. Because right now, like Reaper and Winston went out, and now they go to cover, and then if you then peek now, then you need to fly out, and you have no idea what the enemies are playing, and this is bad. Every good decision is based on information. Get information first, don't stagger around for no reason. Like, this flight could already be suicidal, but you do not know, because you did not look. If you need to look, what is there? Like, jiggle peek, scout a little bit. Is anyone aiming at me? Is anyone looking? What is my team doing? Like, we are flying now out in the open, but why? Does Winston now need a desperate damage boost? Like, do you really need it so fast? What is happening? What's going on? Who will be attacked? Are they positioned here? Are they positioned there? Did they have a speed boost? Do they have Doomfist? Do they have Widow? You do not know. So whatever you decided here is wrong because you decided it without information. You just fly to your tank, basically. We actually do not even fly. We just cancel our a single cooldown that we have. Okay. Yeah. Now we jiggle scout, which is good.
Not to worry, I'll patch you up.
But again, you invest a lot of time staring at this at one spot without moving. So this is already a situation. How to say it? where you need to decide in which direction you want to roll out. Do you want to roll out with a tank or do you want to roll out with a Reaper? Both are relevant. Both can be important at some time, and you need to know Scout's enemies to know which one will be important first. And the thing is, you kind of need to decide based on, well, who is Anna supporting and where will Anna's alternate hit, because this is your main angle of attack. And of course, you see the Anna now. So right now, yeah. So while we have not been doing much, not much was happening. We also kind of already show signs of being stuck on main and just not deciding anything. Like, you do not want to play on pure reaction alone. Every time I do that with Mercy, they thieving my Mercy away. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good reason to not do speed boost from spawn, because then the other one takes the Mercy. Yeah, sure, true. So if you're playing on pure reactions alone, you're not in a position to do anything. You need to play proactive and not reactive. Like, we are hiding so much. Monkey needs healing now. And we couldn't heal him even if we wanted to. That being said, I understand that we do not heal Monkey. It's a good decision to keep damage boost on, because he gets healed by Anna. He shouldn't die, right? But you kinda do not have the option to do anything. That is the concerning part. Like, you decided correctly if you decided, if you did not just keep the beam, but you stuff yourself in a corner for no reason. You do not take any space. Like, whatever your team is doing, you cannot react to it. You cannot help Reaper, you cannot react on Monkey Jump, you cannot react on Cassidy Roll, you cannot react on Antinate. Like, whatever your team is doing, you are stuffed in the back. Protecting yourself, and also we're not rotating, which means the enemies know exactly where we are, and they know where they need to push to find us. And this can be also a problem, because we have been playing now this corner for a very long time, so the enemy Ashe, if they had a hit scan, could have rolled out and find an angle onto you at some point. Right? Actually, the Ashe actually did, I think. Yeah, they're shooting the winter now, but yeah. So, very passive playstyle. And right now, when our team engages, we are stuck behind the wall and didn't engage with them. Right? And this is what I mean. Like, we had no option to react to Reaper. We had no option to react to Monkey Jump. We are kind of swinging late to heal the Anna. Like, this all costs time. And for an absurd amount of safety. Like, everyone in this game, everyone in this lobby is now taking a risk. Every single player. Except you. You're not taking the risk. You just let others take the risk, and then the others will just die, and you will survive and say, the others are feeding, I can do nothing. Right? But you're playing so passively, so safe, without taking risks, that, yeah, well, who needs now a damage boost? Cassidy or Reaper? Where would your damage boost now be the most efficient? Like, yeah, sure, it's safer to damage boost the Cassidy. You're right. But who's Cassidy shooting? I think he's even reloading right now. So you're damage boosting nothing. You're peaking nothing. With full HP, with 1 second cooldown. Without having seen a single enemy. Like, there's a lot of different space you can take here. Like, you could be already here. You could be here. You could be damage boosting from inside, from center. You could be pushing bot. Like, this would all be safe enough in general. Like, your risk to lose the battle is now not that you do not boost enough the Cassidy. Your risk is that Reaper will die. This is how you will lose the teamfight now, that the Reaper dies. Right, this is what will lose your teamfight. Es wäre so cool, wenn man den Reload boostet, dass das ganze Magazin dann geboostet würde. Ja, oder schnell nachlädt, klar. So that's something you need to consider as Mercy. That yeah, sure, you're very, very safe, very, very safe, and you trained your safety to a maximum. But as you can see from the screenshot, you're losing value by being too safe. You're cutting yourself away from options. You cannot do correct, cannot choose the correct stuff. And in general, you will not climb without putting yourself in difficult situations and performing well in difficult situations. Like, every Mercy can perform well in easy situations. Like, like take this Mercy, right? The enemy Mercy now. He's damage boosting an Ashe. Like, did you see anything where you can say this Mercy is now bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond? Like, she had 0 chances to even show her skill. I mean, actually, she had chances, and as we've seen some mistakes with beam. Like, if you play like this, you need perfect beam, but you know what I mean. Like...
Hello there.
Hey, Winter. Yeah, we were too late for the Reaper support. And we were too scared to support the Reaper. I kinda like your movement here, but it could have been a little bit cleaner. And you really cannot lose beam on Reaper here. It's fine, Winter. I mean, you can switch accounts and you can get shoutouts on both accounts. Why not? Like, yeah, of course, weird decision from Reaper to play like this. Alles klar, Kevin, Haus rein und viel Spaß beim Suchen, guten Hunger. Ja, okay. Safe rest, now Winton dies. Yeah. Yeah, I will not do video shoutouts Winter because you're currently watch reviewing and it's recording for YouTube. Okay, yeah, aim is not very good, but this... Kevin, why? Literally. Yeah, sorry, this was my moderator. So for the YouTube watchers... Mod trolling my stream before he goes to eat. Okay, we're looking out quite a lot, but we are again not taking positions. We do not scout. Like you stuff yourself again into the most safe wall you can. Little fun fact, if Reaper takes long sidelines against Doom, damage boosted Ash, it's not Mercy's fault. If he dies, Galligrü und ein Klösen fest in die Runde. Yeah, sure. But it's a little bit pointless to talk about who's at fault in a solo ranked environment.
Hello there.
The thing is, the goal is, like, both Mercies have a chance to get a feeding teammate. Like, the enemy Mercy got a feeding Genji, and this Mercy got a feeding Reaper. Like, and now both Mercies have a Platinum DPS that does Platinum stuff, right? Not good gameplay, it's just Platinum. And now both Mercies want to show off their skill. So you kind of want to get a situation where you kind of outperform the enemy Mercy. If you just perform the same as enemy Mercy, why would you climb? Why should you climb? And again, taking an over-safe route while denying yourself options. Just denies yourself options. You want to play a situation where you need to perform well to counter the risk, where you do not get one shot. By playing well and not by just being the furthest one back, basically. Because again, if you do not have the options to do stuff, the other will decide your game. You have no chance to show off your skill. And like as you can see, like you flew out, did you get punished? No. And this is the thing. There are many situations where you will not get punished instantly and easily and so on by flying out and doing stuff. And this is very important. Like again, why did we went so safe without boosting Cassidy? Like, why are we here boosting an Anna while our team is engaging? Yeah, sure, you are safe, but you are not losing the team fights because you are dying. You're losing team fights because the others are dying. That's the problem. And there is a big requirement, an actual limit test on what you can do and what you cannot do, what do you get away with, and it's really, really, really important. To formulate it differently, Mercy has an ability to heal herself while healing others, if it's still in the game, and you kind of want to use it, right? Like right here. The enemy Mercy had a beam on, our Mercy had no beam on, who wins? The feeding, the other DPS, right? And that's all. Yes, Mercy tank. You do not want to tank. like, you do not want to just fly into Ash's face either. That would also be wrong. But this is not this player's problem. Like, if you see the enemy, this Mercy flying just into enemy Ash's face and die, then we will fix that as well. But Mercy can tank. Yes and no. The problem is with Mercy tank is that you need a position where you get shot only once and then you are in cover and still useful. And the problem is that if you fly out and you like here and then you get shot once and then you need to fly back into cover before you get the second shot, so you can be out of cover for much and for long and so on. And the second thing is, if you need to go back, you mostly need to get back so safe that you also can support the aggression, right? So it's a little bit difficult. But this basically shows it, right? Like, this entire situation is, we have killed the enemy Ash. Our Cassie has killed the enemy Ash, right? And actually without our support, right? Sorry, I'm a little bit lost. Where are we? Yeah, we're just stuck here on main, together with Anna, just watching the teamfight from afar. We do not opt to help passing the flankers. We just stay in perfect safety and to just chill in the back. We perfectly know that the Winston will jump off. The DPS will be here on the front, doing not much. Then we just jump, like we knew this would happen. And now we try to fly desperately behind them, trying to react to it. But this entire gameplay was, like, you can see that this will happen before, right? And so... And no, and they actually get the kill, they actually get the stuff done. And now the Ash is dead. So, and with Ash dead, who will kill us? From the enemy team. Who of the enemy team will now kill us? So why are we flying back to our Anna, Zai Overwatch? Like, you are so smart. Oh, it's not Mercy's fault if this guy dies. Yeah, sure. It's also not Mercy's fault if this Cassidy dies. Because, well, why is he behind the enemy team? Yeah, well, because this is where he carries. And by your choice, you do this, but to hide from what? You could have literally stayed in Winston's bubble. You could have stayed with Reaper, with Winston. Perfectly safe. But damage boost the Cassidy, having an angle onto Mercy, you know, have a 2-on-2 with them, whatever. You decide to be fully not active in the fight. Damage boost the Reaper that's out of distance. Heal boost and Anna is full HP. We literally go AFK mid-fight. No other character in Overwatch would ever do this. Well, except Anna, of course. But Anna needs to be afraid of getting jumped by Doomfist. So, kind of more understandable. Like, Anna actually needs to be scared of this, right? While you kind of don't. And again, running to Monkey is more safety than running away from Monkey, because Monkey will deal with Genji quite efficiently. Okay. Okay. We try to hide from the Ash, which I understand, which is nice. Reaper is currently not in a distance to do anything, so take a better position. Nice, we take positions. Now, this is a little bit important. Because now we have an Anna Cassidy putting the payload, now Winston's alone in the front. Okay.
Step rider.
Yeah. It's basically the same as we said before, that we are basically boosting what's convenient for us, but it's really just convenient for us, right? It's not like now we are flying across the entire battlefield into this lost situation. Like, if we would have been here earlier, like, yeah, we were literally not doing anything. I mean, this is good, this I understand. But this is not necessary. He flies to Anna, and because Anna is here, you need to look out for the other ones. Just take the space with the Cassidy, I don't want to read his name. Because again, like, last time we saw, okay, Anna was main, healing your tank, and your Cassidy was flanking, so support your flank from here, basically. Which you didn't do, and this is the other way around, because now your well, this angle is covered by Anna, so just take the other angle, right? Then take this space together with your DPS and stuff, because they are the ones that will keep you alive. There's a Mega Health pack, by the way. And, yeah. Interesting sequence, because in the end, you're flying across the entire battlefield either way. So you would just have been here sooner, basically. Which would have been more safe, basically. Seeing ultra from Anna, yeah, right. Seeing the ultra from the other support is also very important. Yeah, but of course, then you know, damage boosting is important, and you damage boost a lot, which is what I like. This you're doing quite well. This is good. Again, careful with this ones. In general, this flank in front of you is now generally covered by Cassidy, so you need to be watching where else can you die from. So just with these things, be a little bit mindful, because you're basically always looking at the target you're flying behind, and this is not from where you will die, usually. So, here we're healing the Reaper, right? Like if you're... Sorry, where was it? I'm lost in the source. Where was the Reaper? Huh? Give me a second. Ah, here, exactly, yeah. Yeah, right, you're healing here Reaper, and you were looking this direction. Yeah, well, you can line of sight the enemies there, and then you need to check that you do not die from this side, because what you will die is a Cassidy rolling from here, killing you while you were looking here, right? So here as well, you will not die from this angle, most likely. You will die from a different angle. So this is just something you need to take, to be mindful of. And this is a skill you need to develop, because turning around all the time, looking at all angles is difficult. This is the reason why DPS try to limit the line of sights, so they don't have to look at all directions. And this is what most people die to an off angle. Like, usually people do not die from the directions they look at. Usually people die from the directions they do not look at. Right? So from what did Genji die? Yeah, well, he was looking to there, so he dies from this side. This is what Genji dies from. And you need to be careful to not do the same. Like, if you look there, think from which direction you will die, and take good notes of this direction. Now in this case, you need good hearing, of course. You need to press tab to know if they have a Widow, this stuff. But in general, this is fine. I think I would have ulted this a tiny bit sooner. I just want to say I would ult this, but then you ult itself, so it's kind of a good decision. Yeah, try to damage boost this one if they anti-nated, but this is fine. Don't go safe now. Help your Cassidy. They are not dead yet. The monkey is safe. Yeah. Like, again, just healing him a tiny bit sooner might have helped him a little, tiny bit more. Because if you see, if he had just a tiny bit more HP, it might have been just enough so the Anna can hit a hit. Just a tiny bit. So these things are actually important, that you're fast on this healing. You are so fast disengaging here that you kind of just, like, go over safe. Like, you need to turn around here. Like, why are we flying back here? Like, you see, monkey is safe. Help the other guy escape. And this is really, really close to actually getting him out, and this would be a carry play. And again, yeah, of course, not Mercy's fault that he's so deep and so on, yada yada, not Mercy's fault. Yeah, but this is a point where Mercy could show her skill expression by taking good cover here with her ult, by showing good movement, by showing good control of angles to the enemies, by estimating your range very well. By understanding who will be taking damage. This is one portion where Mercy could show off her skill, even though it's not her fault. So again, Zai Overwatch, sorry, but saying not her fault is really pointless advice in watch reviewing stuff. For the reasons explained. A little bit precision here would be, well, a tiny bit precision, yeah, nice, but yeah, well, good enough. Okay, and you see, you get away with it. You live. You do not die in these situations. You live. Do you see how scary this was? And you still live. And you really have the toolkit to take a lot more risk to carry stuff. Okay, here of course is one of the situations where I would be careful. So these are special situations. Your teammates will now try to run away and live. But will Anna survive Doomfist Genji engage? I don't think so, honestly. Yeah, in these cases, your goal is to reset as fast as you can. Because your Ana will not make it out alive to regroup with your DPS. And this is a really special case. The better you, like regrouping is one of the biggest carry tools you have in Platinum. To just regroup better and understand when you need to stop healing and switch to damage boost when you need to die on robot and not play to live. This now might be a little bit controversial, but you just have to guess, to gamble. Will Ana survive, will Ana not survive? And just roll your dice and live with this result. Right? 3 dice. Yeah, so they're investing ults into already one fight is very good for us. This is okay, because that's basically... It's not so important what we are doing now. You're doing the best of resetting, which is really nice. Yeah, again, in situations you cannot play proactive, right? So this is just reactive, and you play really well reactively. Your reactive play is really top notch. Like I would wish for this type of mercies in my diamond DPS games. Wouldn't be so bad sometimes. Sometimes they are playing more passive.
I don't like falling behind. Hello, angel at your shoulder.
So yeah, of course, you could have maybe played 1 meter better or worse, but I think playing this regroup better and taking a little bit more risk to support aggression would be more important. Nice. No. It's a Sombra. But what is our position here? So, we are stuck with Ana and Cassidy on the payload, Winston being behind, and the enemies come from the left side. So again, be mindful of your position now. Think of where do you want to fight this fight from? From where do you want to engage? Which angle does Ana cover? From where can you help Ana and the hit scan? And from where do you have the biggest chance to help the most amount of people when it's necessary to help them while surviving everything? And most likely this is not the position you should be in. But we are still slowly fading back. And now you just know that if the enemies had speed boost, the Doomfist, the Sombra, the Tracer could already be being the center and already attacking you. And this is a problem with not rotating, but running behind them in the track, right? You kind of, if you think the fight will happen here, you want to rotate around this pivot point. So basically, you think, okay, the pivot point is here. So if you come from here, you don't want to just run through the tracks behind them, but you kind of want to rotate. Of course, as flanker DPS, you want to rotate to the aggressive flank from, like I call this, the support always play like Pommes Gabel, like the Pommes Fork, I don't know how to call it. You kind of maybe want to play maybe from here. So Sombra is covering the right side, you can help everyone, whatever you guess, right? It's not important what you guess, because Sombra was not taking space, so I understand. But just be mindful, because right now you're opening up yourself from the back as well again, because Sombra has cleared this position, right? So this position is now safe, because your team has run through it. This is your space now. This might not be your space anymore. You do not know. Unless you press step, unless you know everything, unless you know the perfect spawn timing and so on. With people, they could run from here, so be mindful. And also, you basically run through this door when they already could have an angle on you. For the same reason, basically. Because you are rotating very late. So the moment you cross here, the enemies are already there. Mostly. Not quite, so it's kinda, but I hope you know what I mean. So be careful, but just running behind. Basically, is what I want to say. Like, damage boost the Winton. Until Cassie has an angle. Okay. Yeah, and again, we lose line of sight to the guy we need to heal because we're playing over safe. We had 3 corners where the teamfight is happening. I think I would actually ult this again. Do we just fly away from our own hack?
Is close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is a little bit weird. I think we fly away from our own hack, but of course, helping with the DPS engage here wouldn't be wrong. Like, these guys are keeping these guys from attacking you, so help them. Like, I'm not sure why we just fly to the center of nothing. Like, again, we are going so safe while having 50 healing per second self-heal. Like, Winston will die, Anna will die. Yeah, Sombra is safe, Cassidy is also safe. These are not the ones that will be dying. Like, you play so ultra safe and now you just heal what's convenient for you in the furthest back of the game. And of course, yeah, they are low, so you can pretend you're playing the game. But we're kind of giving up the front line as soon as it hits anything. Long shielding is nice. I mean, again, not Mercy's fault that their team splits and pushes the bot, no one follows her and so on. Not Mercy's fault, but just a decision to leave the DPS the moment they collapse with enemies is kind of weird. And also that we lose the healing on Cassidy right when he hits the enemy. Like, it is just weird. That basically, you're perfectly supporting until the fight starts, and then you just say, no, I'm out. Like the moment the first shots fall, you're around 2 corners, you lose beam on Cassidy, Mercy starts attacking you, fly away. Like, yeah, this happens. Second anything happens, you're just overly safe. You're not looking for good angles, you're looking for the furthest back angle where you can pretend you're still playing the game, basically. But you know, if you are playing Cassidy and you run into another Cassidy in a one-on-one situation, you know what you will do? Yeah, well, you would shoot and see who wins. You do not run away from a one-on-one so that you can win. You shoot. If you hit, you continue shooting. If he hits you, then you turn around. But you do not just give up space for nothing. And again, like other characters would not do it. They would kind of try to trade their abilities, their HP, their space against the stuff of the enemy. And if they are the better player, the trade will be positive most of the times. And we are not trading, we are running away the moment something starts. And this is also basically what kills you, right? Because like, you're not dying here in the middle of the fight, you're not getting overrun and swarmed by 5 angles and whatever. This is not what happens. You die, well, after your Anna died on the payload alone, after your Winston died on, well, Winston didn't die. After your Cassidy dies right next to you because you flew out of everything. Like, you gave up all the pressure here. Like, why did your Cassidy die here? Yeah, well, because he couldn't keep up the pressure here. Why couldn't he keep up the pressure? Well, because they were up players. Because for one of the players was AFK hiding behind the building. Right? So the enemies were up in players for that moment. And so Cassidy lost his position, needed to kite away, but he was difficult to kite because of positions, and then he died. And now you die to what? Yeah, well, to the thing that Cassidy doesn't defend anymore, basically. Like, letting your Cassidy die is what kills you. Like, letting the enemies give pressure on the off angle is what kills you. Support your aggressive off angles so that your DPS keeps the aggressive off angles safe for you. And again, you could have moved here a little bit better and stuff, but I really do not think it's important. Like, your reactive play here, it really doesn't matter too much. Well, nothing you can do. I would fly out. Yes, fly out. Yes, good. We just need to regroup. Help Sombra. Anna is safe. And again, help Sombra doesn't mean too much. It's like just, you know, be somewhere where you can fly to Anna, but maybe see if you can do a short beam or something. A little bit of help. Maybe it helps, maybe not. Just take a pistol shoot side. Doesn't matter much. Like, yeah, of course, Anna is then convenient, but is she shooting something? No. So this is pointless. Like, this is doing nothing, right? Like, Anna's doing nothing, you're doing nothing. So just see if you can help Sombra. Is there a position somewhere closer to Sombra? Like, how close can you get to the Sombra without dying to Doomfist? Well, there are options, right? You have the movement. Like, you know where Anna is, you know where Husbeck is. There are options. You can go get a little bit close and see where you can help something. If not, then not. Like, of course, you can fly inside here and then heal beam the Mercy. The Sombra, sorry. But maybe you can get a little bit closer, contest some space. You know, distract Doomfist a little bit. Let's make Doomfist jump behind you and fly away again. Like, whatever. Whatever you can do without dying, do that. And of course, with doing it, you will get better at doing more without dying. Because again, how will you lose this team fight? Well, for example, if your EMP gets cancelled by a Doomfist punch because someone has too much pressure, for example. Or maybe because your Reaper jumps in while you stare at an Anna that is doing nothing. Maybe this will lose your team fight. Right? You will not lose the team fight because you will die. This is not what happens. Like, you will not die. I guarantee it. The team fight will be lost. Well, because enemies have now a ton of pressure here. And now your bubble is gone. Your cooldown is out. Like, damage boost is Sombra. Why are we here on main? What's going on here on main? Nothing. Yeah, of course, Anna might die to Doomfist if you go away. But then at least the enemies have to do something, because right now, the enemies do not even have to do something to win the team fight. Your team is doing the team fight for the enemies, basically. Yeah, Sombra is the one who needs healing now, support now. Sombra, not Monkey. Sombra. It's actually still Sombra. Yeah, Sombra is the one who needed support here. For the short period of time. Okay. No, don't go back. Stay with them. You can fly back later. You like, again here. Just take a position where you have cover, where you have option to fly back, where you have the option to fly forward. For example. Don't be just fully in the back. Like, you don't need it as Mercy. Because again, you will not lose a teamfight because you will die. You will lose a teamfight because Sombra fails his disengage or something. And by the way, losing teamfight doesn't necessarily mean that you die. It also means that your team needs to waste too many ults for the teamfight. So it's a negative trait in general. It will also count as losing. Yeah. This is where you lose. So what did you do to prevent it? And again, yeah, sure, Sombra didn't need to die there, but like, the enemies can control the entire map. And you allow it. Because you just boost what's the most convenient for you and not what's most useful for you. Like, do the plays that are the best plays and do not just fall back to the most convenient place. Well, do what's convenient is actually not so bad, right? But the big but is that like, you're boosting Cassidy. Like, you don't even know if she's shooting anything. Do you actually know? Like, I do not hear any sounds that he hit something. Like, did he actually shoot something? I'm actually confused. Yeah, he shoot something, yeah. So I think if your Mercy, you get the feedback, right? If your DPS hits something. Yeah, and again, like Cassie's not the one that will be dying though. In general. And also the moment Anna needs you fly away. Like, Anna needs to, like, you stay with Anna, so you pretend to help her, unless she gets attacked, and then you ditch her. And again, you fly with your back to an edge and you still do not get punished for it, right? Like, you dying is not the problem. Stop trying to fix it. Basically. Like, help your Anna. Help your whatever is important. Yeah, dying to repulled, well, it's whatever a little bit. I think we could have dodged it, but, well, yeah. Like, other characters would solve risk by taking cover, by being outside of the enemy team, so you can always rotate, by rotating early away from your risky stuff. Like, skills you need to train as your own Overwatch player, and you also need to train them as Mercy. You cannot just rely on being the first one in the back. Like, again, you are healing an Anna. And Anna does the best with the healing that she can do. She actually shoots back, right? So it actually is useful. Yeah, but again, Anna could have just went a little bit more safe and continued healing the Winton. She didn't need to shoot her, right? While Sombra needs to go there to do stuff. I guess needs this angle to do stuff. Well, you know, like your Cassidy, if he has damage boost now, it actually means something. If this Cassidy now has a support, beaming him now would actually mean something. Because again, you're Anna's main, and so you're helping on the flank where Anna is not, right? Basically. Like Anna can, if Anna is under pressure, she can just go left. It's fully fine for Anna. Anna will not die from this edge on the front. Anna will die from the Doomfist from here. Who is contesting Doomfist? This guy. Help this guy contest the Doomfist. Now, not later. Now. Like the sooner you are there, the better. The more chance he has to live. Of course, you try. As soon as you can fly over, you try. But, you know, being there 1 second early would have made a difference. 1 second earlier. So Anna, your Sombra died alone. Your Cassie died alone. Yeah, well. And now it's a 5-on-3. So the rest doesn't really matter. So, while I see the intention of supporting aggression, you did this idea of supporting aggression by the very first sign of possible resistance. Not even someone shooting at you, but being in the general vicinity, you already sell them for full price. More or less. Like here as well. Like, what's your hope in contesting this point by losing the Winston? Yeah, sure, you're safe in spawn, but this is not what will lose you the game. Like, you dying is not what's losing you the games. Stop trying to live. Start trying to win teamfights. Yeah, and of course, like your DPS risk dying every single engagement. And you risk dying never, basically. Like, maybe when you're running away from a 5-on-2, it's the moment where you risk dying. But not, like, every single teamfight we have seen, every single one, you have not risked anything. You chose the most laid-back, safest position for your own convenience without trying to support any aggression and being where it's required. Not deciding this angle is important, this character is important, this range is important, whatever is important. You just very far in the back and then decide from there what you see is getting critical, and then you start helping, and it's always too late. Be on a relevant angle, and then you don't even need to react to fly to critical stuff, because you are already doing the most you can. Because basically, if you are, let's take this last fight, right? Where was it? If you are here with Sombra or Cassidy instead of Anna, right? You would damage boost the Cassidy that's fighting Doomfist. Taking the enemy tank out, winning us the high ground. So enemies don't have the high ground. Cassidy getting angles on this stuff. Tank not being there, which means this guys will turn for Cassidy that's getting boosted by you, which means Sombra gets a free time in the back, which means Winston gets a free time in the front line, which means no one takes even damage. Because you have a multi-directional tank where it's really bad for the enemies to do anything about it, right? Look at this. Like, look how much damage Sombra has taken away from your front line. Right? Sleep Dart, Ashe, Moira. This attention that Sombra creates is worth a lot more than whatever like this was doing. Because again, people will not die from the front, and this is from the front. And imagine now Cassidy, a damage boost Cassidy rolls out here and sees either an FK Anna or an FK Ashe. Scoping on a sleeping Sombra. Easiest headshot of Cassidy's life. Easiest one. Like, literally 3 kills on Cassidy. Instantly. Bam. Teamfight 1. Just from you being on the angle instead of being, well, safe. You know? And what's the risk? Yeah, well, the risk is that your damage boosted Cassidy loses the engagement against Doomfist. Can happen. Sucks. Then you will die with Cassidy. You live and die by Cassidy's skill. Yes. Sucks. But you have the chance to win the game here. And here you do not have the chance to win anything. You have the chance of not dying. Well, you did not die. Did it win you the game? No. And I think this will be the biggest tip I can give you. Limit test harder what you actually can do with Mercy and get away with. Really support the aggression, play well with cover, with rotation, with predicting abilities. Like, you don't even need, like in your gameplay, you don't need to track a single ability. Because you're hiding from everything anyway, right? You don't need to know if the Ana has sleep or not. Like, even if you would have, even if you would have perfect ability and ultimate tracking, it would be fully wasted on you. Yeah, well, no one will ult you in the back here. Like, do you need to care about Bob here, or do you need to care about sleep dot, Agnate, whatever? You don't need to care about this stuff, right? Because you're so safe that it doesn't even matter if Doomfist has punch or not. It's completely irrelevant for you, and this is too safe. Like, if Doomfist, like, you need to know. This Doomfist has used punch. He cannot kill you. He has used punch. You are safe for 6 seconds, he has used punch. This is what you need to know as Mercy. And you, how you are playing, you don't even need to know this stuff because you're not there anyway. Then you cut the enemies precisely. Be precise like a scalper, then you cut enemies precisely. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like,
Helden sterben nicht.
why do we ult for this res? By the way. To be more safe, right? But again, Doomfist uses punch. Ana has no range because Sombra was fighting there. And Edge is anti-nated. Reaper is not in close range. Like, these are things every Overwatch player needs to know this stuff. Reaper is not in kill range. Doom has no punch. Edge has no angle. Ana has no sleep dart. Every single Overwatch player playing this game needs to know this stuff. For you, it's irrelevant because you're so safe that it doesn't matter. So apply your skills that make you better than a Bronze Mercy. Give yourself the option to be proactive and apply these skills. And don't think about, oh, it's not my fault. And this is, of course, applying to Zai Overwatch and not to you directly. I hope I made my point clear. I'm not very good at this. I'm still training. I hope it's good enough for you. I hope you could take something away from it. One thing I want to add in the end is, if you now try to play more aggressive, then you die, right? Now, next time you go here, you fly to a castle, you maybe fly through, and then you die here to a Doomfist, and you say, ah, damn, this sucked. I tried to do what this Yashli guy was saying, now I'm dead, great. I threw the teamfight because I died. Yeah, you threw this teamfight because you died, but now you have the option to learn, oh, maybe if there's a Doomfist, I need to be playing this cover and I can go further inside until he has used his punch. And then I can be here for 6 seconds and then to get out again. Right? Like, be precise in what you die from. Could you have taken better cover? Did you need to rotate somewhere else? Could you take another position where you could do the same but more safer? Like, could you track cooldowns better? Can you, like, find a solution that is not being AFK doing something here? You need to be where you are needed to be, and then you need to find a way to place this where you need to be. Important. So yeah. So this is what, because again, like, if you now try to just play more aggressive, like I just fly to the face, then you will die more, of course. But then you need to think, okay, why did I die? Like, how do I prevent this death? This is still a very relevant thought. But the important difference is that you need to think, what do I need to do to win this team fight first, and then how do I do it in the safest way possible? Like, where do I have the most value, and then how do I get the safest way to get this value? And then you get some risk-reward management stuff later added on, basically. Okay. Yeah. I've talked enough. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, of course, write questions to stream, to YouTube, to Reddit, wherever you see this. Write questions. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.